I've recently started working on this Williamsburg dressing glass, and I wanted to figure out if I could make this marquetry, how to do that. So I messed around with marquetry for a while, and I've got a couple examples that I cut out that will work. So I'm satisfied with that issue that was bothering me. Now I'm beginning to work with this carcass construction down here. Here's an exploded view. So I'm now working on the sides, these S-shaped pieces here on the side. Now the original piece, all these internal parts were pine. So I've started out with pine on these side pieces. I had a template. Let's see. The template is here. And on the bandsaw, I cut away a lot of waste on these side pieces. But now I'm taking out the cuts that I made with the bandsaw and smoothing it out. This one I've smoothed out. This is the template that I use to mark both the top and the bottom face. And the grain is in this direction because the top and bottom mahogany pieces will be in that grain direction. I didn't want to have a issue with the grain differences. So these will be vertical grain. All these center pieces will be vertical grained. So what I've been doing is working to knock back to my line that I made with the template. There's a pencil line in here, and these are some of the remaining cuts made by the bandsaw. So I'm using a mixture of tools here to try to smooth it out, like this is started here. Some rounds that I've got that I've been using a little bit. Then I've been using a carving tool, scraper blade, probably some other things. So what I've been doing is just easing around. And the other thing is I put a pencil line down in these grooves because that really gives me the signal that I'm through. I'm down to the bottom of those bandsaw marks. That's pretty fast. I don't need it to be that fast. But anyway, now I can use this little hand plane on the convex parts. And it gets a little bit hairy trying to hold this down properly. Down in here, this number 3 carving tool works really well for the shape. And I just want to go all the way down to where that pencil line goes away. So this isn't taking as long as I had expected. Actually, having pone makes it a little bit easier. Let me just knock this back with the flat iron. Yeah. There's a little bit, I can see my template marking, so it's pretty close to, I'll sand this. I'll probably sand it with this rounded thing here, so that'll knock off all the little ridges in here. So I'm getting close here, and then I'll start working on the other pieces in that carcass.